Marking a century in Belmont, we celebrate the unwavering spirit of the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur. Join us as we honor their legacy and the enduring impact of a 100-year journey.
A group of sisters sailed from Antwerp to Oregon. They were going to start a mission in Oregon. That journey took them a long and hard 7 months at sea. In around 1849 or so, there was the gold rush. That's how we ended up in San Jose in 1851.
Arriving in San Jose with only 25 cents, the sisters established the Academy of Notre Dame, and with the generous support of local farmers, ranchers, and business people, the school flourished. The 1920s marked a pivotal chapter in the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur's history.
When the school in San Jose began to feel cramped by the growing city of San Jose, the sister leaders at the time felt that it just was not a good environment for their school.
In the year 1923, the sisters made a monumental decision.
The sisters were informed of an opportunity to purchase property in Belmont. And when they went to see the place, they decided that that's what they would do, despite the fact that the Ralston Mansion at that time was in really diminished state.
With determination and faith, they embarked on a mission to rejuvenate and adapt this space. The sisters carved out a life each day, bringing with it new stories and adventures.
There's an enormous history that the Sisters of Notre Dame certainly added to in the years that we occupied Ralston Hall. And mostly, if it was an indoor event, it happened in Ralston Hall. And in the elegance of Ralston Hall, I can still see myself cleaning up after dances and just all kinds of homecoming things and people's weddings and so on and so forth.
The years 1928 and 1929 saw the rise of a new building along Ralston Avenue. This structure would house the high school and elementary school.
Really, the place thrived and had already had a reputation for being an excellent school for young women in Northern California. When that was completed, the high school students moved into the new building there, as did the elementary students also start there.
I first became associated with Belmont when I was a junior in high school. The elementary school, when I was very young, that used to be an orchard. I remember many of the teachers who were really excellent. We would come to the high school at Belmont because they were the ones that had the inside gym. And we would have games, and they had the pool, and just a play day for all of the girls to get associated.
In the shadowed days of World War II, from 1941 to 1945, the campus became a sanctuary of hope. It held a retreat for women serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, offering solace amidst the turmoil. The following decade was transformative. The horizon of Belmont saw new structures rise.
There were other young women who were attracted to being members of the congregation. And throughout those 1800s to the early 1960s, the community really flourished, so much so that we opened many more schools up and down California and into Washington State, Oregon, and also Hawaii.
I belonged to the first band, the first group of sisters to make their vows in the chapel. It was brand new, and the windows were wonderful.
And in 1969, the gates of the daytime undergraduate program opened wider. embracing coeducation and welcoming both women and men. As Silicon Valley emerged as the tech epicenter in the early 1970s, the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur, strategically positioned, embraced the tech wave.
Around the 1970s, the number of sisters began to really diminish, and that led to more dependence on lay leadership in our school communities. That was a blessing. It was also a hardship. And in some cases, especially when the sisters had been in a school for a number of years and had to leave that school, no longer staff that school, that was a real heartache for many of our sisters.
Over the decades, the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur expanded and enriched their community outreach. The university's evolution culminated in 2001 with the pivotal renaming to Notre Dame de Namur University. Central to the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur's ethos are the hallmarks.
The hallmarks weren't actually created until just the turn of the 21st century, but the ideas for them came at least 20 years earlier. I can remember a group of us decided that we needed to meet and talk about the future. Nothing was written down about what the experience of being at the College of Notre Dame really meant.
When I retired from the college, there were a list of the hallmarks in every classroom.
A really important document, not only in California, but throughout the United States and beyond, for all of our institutions, all of our ministries.
I pray with all my heart to the good God to help you in this work. This kind of work is destined to be done by only souls filled with the Spirit of God. And what is that? It's the educate for and on behalf of justice and peace in the world.
Today, as the world rapidly transforms, the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur's unwavering commitment to community, faith, and education shines brighter than ever, evolving with the times while holding steadfast to their core values and guiding the university into a promising future. They champion diversity, inclusivity, and modernization, ensuring that every student, irrespective of their background, finds a place and a voice at Notre Dame de Namur. As we reflect on the journey, the impact of the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur have had in Belmont by establishing the university, high school, and its elementary school is undeniable.
There is a spirituality behind all of this, and that we educate not just so that you can make a good living, but that we educate you so that you are more in touch with the truth that you are a good person.
I've learned so much about a life of giving, but a life of gifts.
I think what I'm most grateful for are some of the lives of people that were touched, with whatever I could do for them. And grateful, very grateful.
It's been a very good 100 years.
To the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur, we extend our deepest gratitude. Happy 100th anniversary. Here's to a future filled with faith, education, and service.